Hardest hit neighborhoods last night was Hunting Creek, right off of US 42, north of I-265 in Prospect. Stunning images from above showed damage to roofs, debris tossed around yards, trees uprooted from the earth, and some damage so extensive roofs are actually exposed. Meteorologist Christina San Juan spent the day with the National Weather Service today as they examined damage just like that. The crews have been working from Jeffersonville down to Newcastle. Christina, can you give us a little bit of an idea of what they're looking for during these surveys?
Well, Shay, pretty much what we found out here in Newcastle. Now here, take a look. They really take into consideration how well the structure was built, what it was made out of, how old or young the trees are, and that helps them determine just how strong of a tornado, if a tornado, that the storm was. Now you can see that this is some sort of a garage that is the roof rather was completely torn off. Several trees have been toppled down, and in this whole area we just see debris all over the green grass, and stretching down here to the bluegrass dispatch, you can see the roof was blown off. Not only that, but it was sent all the way back several yards into the trees, and it looks like that roof was probably made out of aluminum material there. So I was just talking to John Gordon, who of course is the meteorologist in charge of the National Weather Service Louisville office, and he was giving me a rundown. So far here in Newcastle and Henry County, it is going to be an EF-1 with max winds of 95 miles per hour doing this damage. And of course, the National Weather Service Louisville office has been hard at work assessing all of the damage from yesterday's storms. Of course, not just here, but they did find evidence of tornadoes in Nelson, Anderson, and Jessamine counties yesterday afternoon before that next round of storms rolled in. Boots were on the ground again by sunrise. Jeffersonville, Indiana was the first stop this morning. Survey team found damage consistent with an EF-1 tornado on the east side of town, packing 100-mile-per-hour winds. Then the storm crossed the Ohio River into Kentucky to the Prospect area, which is where the team headed next. The path is then believed to have continued into the Jericho community and eventually Newcastle, where we're at right now. Now, that tornado was believed to have lifted here, but as we know, the damage did not. Now, the National Weather Service has plenty more stops to make before putting a wrap on April 2nd, 2024.
We'll be out all day tomorrow and maybe the next day.
We saw a lot of the damage happening in real time yesterday. I mean, warning sirens were sounded over the Lewis and Clark Bridge, but drivers didn't heed the warning. John Gordon says that needs to change.
The thing that I know we've got to do better on is the travelers, the people on the road. I saw people drive into Armageddon yesterday. If you watch the video, the East End Bridge video, it should shock you.
And as I mentioned, we just talked to John Gordon. He, of course, had to get on his way because he has several more places to go, including several spots in southern Indiana. And they said they'll just continue these surveys until they are completely done because there were so many different storms in different locations that passed through yesterday. His next stop for tomorrow is going to be heading back east to the Prospect area to make sure that they have completely covered everywhere that has ended up with the damage, unfortunately, there. So we are going to continue to keep you updated. For now, we'll send it back to you, Shay.
All right, Christina, thanks for that. We know the National Weather Service is very busy today. We appreciate that update.